Welcome to Eagle News. Hello, I'm Cernica.
I'm Aishani.
We are so glad you could join us today. In today's episode, we will report about Eversole-run middle school news, national news, Ohio news, teacher focus, science news, riddles, technology news, and much, much more.
In Eversole-run middle school news, welcome to the second year of Eversole. What a beautiful building we have with amazing teachers, counselors, parapros, custodians, bus drivers, and administrators. This year is definitely going to be an amazing year.
This year on Eagle News, we will have news stories about different subjects, clubs, sports, and events happening at Eversole-run. We will also feature national, Ohio, and Dublin news stories. The newscast will last about 5 to 8 minutes each week. Each week, we will have different 8th graders take part in the broadcast.
Today, Thursday, August 25th at 6 p.m., ERMS will host Curriculum Night Open House for parents to follow their child's schedule from the beginning of the day until the end of the day. Each period will last for 10 minutes with 3 minutes of transition time between classes. Parents will receive course and grade level information from your child's teacher. This event is for parents only.
On this day in history, 1898, Caleb Bradham renames his carbonated soft drink, Pepsi Cola.
In language arts news, I was wondering, what is a thesis statement? A thesis statement is the sentence that states the main idea of a writing assignment and helps control the idea within the paper. It is not merely a topic. It often reflects an opinion or judgment that a writer has made about a reading or personal experience. What makes a strong thesis statement? A strong thesis statement gives directions to paper and limits what you need to write about. It also functions to inform your readers of what you will discuss in the body of the paper. All paragraphs of essay should explain, support, or argue with your thesis. You should support your thesis statement with detailed supporting evidence that will interest your readers and motivate them to continue reading the paper. In Eagle Sports News, last week was a great week in the world of Eversole athletes. As the student athletes adjusted to their first days of school, they continued their preparation for their first contests. Early in the week, we had a fall team meeting to discuss our roles in the school, being a grade and the R factor. Later in the week, our volleyball and football teams had a scrimmage. Our golf teams are off to a great start. The boys team finished the week at 4-0 with the victories over Dublin, Grizel, Worthington, and Olentangy Shanahan. Our girls team is 2-0 and wins over Big Walnut. Hello, my name is Aishani, and this is this weekend's weather. So for Friday, the highest is 83 degrees and the lowest is 64 degrees, and there are 20% chances of rain. For Saturday, the highest is 84 degrees and the lowest is 65 degrees, and there's 20% chances of rain too. For Sunday, the highest is 87 degrees, the lowest is 69 degrees, and there's 10% of chances of there being rain. Thank you. This is the weather for the weekend.
In science news, the water cycle, also known as the hydrologic cycle, describes the continuous movement of water as it makes a circuit from the oceans to the atmosphere to the earth and on again. Most of Earth's waters is in the oceans. The sun, which drives the water cycle, heats water in the oceans. It can be studied by starting at any of the following processes: evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. Evaporation occurs when the physical state of water is changed from a liquid state to a gaseous state.
In math news, what are inequalities? An inequality in mathematics, a statement of an order relationship: greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, between two numbers or algebraic expressions. Inequalities can be posed either as questions, much like equations, and solved by similar techniques, or as statement of fact in the form of theorems.
In social studies news, what is historical thinking and skills? Historical thinking begins with a clear sense of time, past, present, and future, and becomes more precise as students progress. Historical thinking includes such skills such as locating, researching, analyzing, and interpreting primary and secondary sources so that we can begin to understand the relationships among events and draw conclusions. I'll remember this in social studies class. In National Day calendar news, today is National Dog Day, International Lottery Day, and National Bowtie Day. Next up is Eagle Recognition Awards. If you hear your name, please go to the office and see Mrs. Moses to claim your prize.
And we're so sorry if we pronounce our names wrong.
Yeah. Okay, so first up we have Kajal Gupta, and they're being recognized for being service-minded. This is by Mrs. Keck.
Next up is Alina Law. They got this award because of ownership from Miss Dempsey.
After that, we have Kayleen Denier, who was recognized for being service-minded by Mrs. Cover.
Next up is Riley Jensen. They got this award because they had service-minded, and it was from Mr. McNeil.
And finally, we have Joey Hayes, who was recognized for service-minded and ownership by Mrs.
Social
Grieco.
and emotional news. Imagine that two students, Martina and Sarah, are taking a really hard math test in September. Martina has a fixed mindset, which means she believes that a person's intelligence is fixed or can't change. According to Martina, you're either smart or not, and if you're smart, everything is easy for you. Sarah has a growth mindset, which means she believes that your intelligence can grow. Not everyone can become a genius or a star athlete, but they can improve the skills they have and develop new ones. So which is right? It's Sarah, since, believe it or not, research shows that you really can get smarter by working hard, practicing, and challenging yourself. How does mindset work? People with a growth mindset, on the other hand, are concerned with learning, not grades. They jump right in and work hard on difficult problems. They learn from mistakes by trying different problem-solving methods or asking for help. And they like challenges because they want to stretch and improve their abilities. So while the growth mindset kids embrace the challenge and work harder, the fixed mindset kids may just give up, making their grades suffer. So when you hear your fixed mindset voice telling you can't do something, or that learning a new skill is hard, talk back to it. You can do anything. You just haven't learned how to do it yet. What type of mindset will you have the rest of the year? I know I will choose the growth mindset.
Well, that's the Eagle News for today. If you have a story you would like to have featured on Eagle News, please let Mr. McNeil know. Here at Eversoul, we are creating a community of excellence by being positive, working hard, and respecting the uniqueness of ourselves and each other. See you next week and have an amazing day.